Hey guys, it's Edie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well. And in today's video, I can't quite believe it, but I feel like I say this every time, we are doing my January TBR. So we're now in 2026, and going into 2026, I really want to pre-record more of my videos so I don't have to rush to get them out. So that is what I'm planning on doing. So I'm currently filming this, I want to say it's like middle of like December, so that I can be like a bit ahead of videos for the next month. So that is what's happening, and the way I'm going to be choosing my January TBR is the typical sort of way I always do it. It is the TBR prompt jar. I was thinking of updating it, but I haven't had time to update it, so I might update it for when I do it in February, but we'll wait and see. So what I usually do is I'm going to pick 6 prompts, and then I'm going to choose a book that like relates to that prompt, and that is going to be a book in my January TBR. Also, I want to say if my nails look crusty and dusty, it's because I did try and do my own nails at home and then I hated them, because I hate when my nails go over my actual like finger tips, because I just hate that sensation and it's like a sensory issue and I hate it. So don't mind how they look at the moment, they're a bit crusted and busted. So we're just going to get right into it and just pick the first prompt, and the first prompt is this one here. Okay, let's have a look. It's so hard to open it sometimes. What's it say? It says a book under 40 chapters. Okay, what do I want? I really want to read Simbin by Chelsea Curto, but that says 42. So wait, did it say under 40 chapters? I think it did. Let me double check. Yeah, under 40 chapters, so can't pick that one. I've got the latest Afterlight book called Daddy Issues, and I really want to read it. So let's see how many chapters it has. It's quite a short book. 38, 39, 40. Oh, it's got 41. No, that is so annoying. Let's try this one by Lana Ferguson, Overruled. I don't have hopes for this one either, to be honest. That's an epilogue. Okay, so 33. 33. And why is it so floppy? What's going on? Because this was a book that was on my anticipated reads for 2025, and technically I am reading it in 2025, but this is getting posted in 2026, so technically I'm going to choose this one. So the first book I've chosen is Overruled by Lana Ferguson, and from what I know, this is an office romance, and I'm very excited. I've loved a lot of Lana Ferguson's other books, so I'm very intrigued by this. It says here on the back, as one of the top divorce lawyers in Austin, Dancia, that's what I'm going with anyway, Price has no problem being married to her job. Not when love only ends in her. When the biggest case of her career gives her a shot at making partner, it seems like nothing could possibly stand in her way, except for her infuriating secret. She's sleeping with the enemy. Oh god. Ezra Hart is known for charming his way in and out of courtroom. In the matter of winning Dancia's heart, however, he's been far less successful. With her verdict to keep things purely physical, Ezra struggles to show Dancia he's more than the insufferable playboy she's pegged him to be. When Danny and Ezra battle it out in the courtroom, the real trial is the one happening between them. Eventually, Danny must choose between her fear of trusting again or the feelings blossoming between her and the man she thought was her nemesis. It's an office romance that's like sort of like rivals, nemesis. Oh, sounds so good. I am very excited about this. So the second prompt is going to be this one here, and it is, what's it say? A book with a purple cover. Well, that's not purple, can't really choose that. Can't decide, I really can't decide. I don't know, it's so hard to choose sometimes. It really is. I think I'm going to go this one, if I can get it out. It's quite packed in there. Alive and Well by Bailey Hannah. I hope this is the first book in a series. I really do. But purple cover, very purple. What I know about this, small town romance. And there's cowboys, I think. Sign me up. Sign me up. So let's read the blurb. It says here on the back, the last place city girl Cecily Kennedy expected to end up was the cattle ranch. But she needs a job and a refuge from her abusive, soon-to-be ex-husband. If only her new boss, Austin Wells, would make it clear whether he hates or wants her. His gaze makes her feel things she hasn't in years, though getting over her ex by getting under her grumpy boss isn't worth the potential fallout. Austin is a gruff, no-nonsense rancher who's seriously regretting regretting letting his head cook hire her own help. As far as he's concerned, Cecily won't be sticking around for long. Nobody ever stays. And when the wedding ring indent still on her finger makes her more trouble than she's worth, when Cecily's past catches up with her, Austen discovers that she's already placed a Brandon iron on his heart. He wants her to stay, but first he needs to keep her safe. Oh my god, it sounds so good. It sounds really good. And it's another floppy book. Wow, I just love floppy books, I do. Oh wow, it's tiny! The writing is tiny in this book. What is going on? But it sounds very interesting. He keeps her safe. Stop it. Stop it. So the third prompt I'm going to be choosing is this one here, which is read a mystery or thriller. Oh, I know which one I'm going to pick. I am going with The Housemaid's Secret by Freida McFadden because I've read the first book and I really want to get to the second one, so I'm going to choose it. So I don't really know what this one follows, if it follows any of the same characters or if it's just completely different characters from the first one. I have no idea, but I know it's going to be quick, fast-paced, easier to read and bingeable, like all of her other books that I've read. So it says here on the back, it's hard to find an employer who doesn't ask too many questions about my past. So I thank my lucky stars that Douglas Garrick and his wife miraculously give me a job, cleaning their stunning penthouse with views across the city and preparing fancy meals in their shiny kitchen. I can work here for a while, stay quiet until I get what I want. It's almost perfect, but I still haven't met Miss Garrick or seen inside the guest bedroom. Oh, I'm sure I hear her crying. I notice spots of blood around the neck of it says I notice spots of blood around the neck of her white nightgowns when I'm doing the laundry, and one day I can't help but knock on the door. When it gently swings open, what I see inside changed everything. Wow, sounds good. Intrigued, I'm interested. So the fourth prompt is going to be this one here, and it is a book with a 3-word title. Okay, is this a 3-word title? It is a 3-word title. I'm gonna pick this one. These Infinite Faints by Tahara Mafi, because this is the second book in this Woven Kingdom series and I have read the first one. I read it in a reading vlog, so I'll put it up on the screen right now. I think it's this corner, I want to say, if I'm correct, but I absolutely loved it. I gave it 4 stars and the way it ended, I need to know what's going to happen next, so I'm going to pick up this one. I don't want to read the blurb because I don't want to spoil anything. I want to go in completely blind because that's what I like about fantasy books. I don't mind reading the blurb when it's the first book in the series, but when it's like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and so on, I don't want to know anything. I want to go in blind, so that's what I'm going to do. But this is like a Persian like inspired fantasy. This is going to be the 4th book. And that's all I can really tell you about the book because, like I said, I don't really want to spoil it for myself. So the 5th prompt is going to be this one here. And it is, if I can get it open, is this one here. And that says, a book with an odd number of pages. Okay, let's see. I really want to get this book. I said it earlier, I just really want to get it. We just go by the last page number. 449. Wait, is it an odd number? I always do this. I like read the prompt and then I completely forget. What is it? With an odd number. That's an odd number. 449, isn't it? I don't want to spoil anything. I don't know if you can see that, but it's 449. 449 is an odd number. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Why am I second guessing myself? I want to say it is. I'm just going with it. I'm just going to go with it. So, this is Simbin by Chelsea Curto. This is it the 5th or the 6th? I think it's the 5th book in the DC Star series, which is a hockey romance series, and this one is the coach of the hockey team and one of the players on the hockey team's sister, I believe, if I'm correct. And I'm so excited for this. So let's read the blurb. On the back here it says, Brodie Sanders is the best coach in the NHL. Grumpy, menacing, and with 2 Stanley Cup wins under his belt as the head coach of the DC Stars, the last thing he should be doing is hooking up with his player's younger sister. After the night of their one-night stand almost ends in tragedy, I can never say that word, tragedy, he pulls away, vowing to pretend like their rendezvous never happened. Hannah Everett is a world champion figure skater who doesn't know what she wants to do with her life. When she acknowledges she's burnt out with the sport she spent her whole life doing, she realises she needs all the help she can get to find herself and her love for skating again. What starts as an agreement for Hannah to coach Brody's daughter for the figure skating season quickly turns into something more. Between the time they're spending together on and off the ice, Hannah starts to see Brody isn't the short-tempered man the media portrays him to be, and the longer they fight their connection, the more tension that grows between them. Falling in love with the girl 14 years younger than him isn't part of Brody's plan. Can he stay out of the sin bin when the world finally learns about their relationship? So, it's like a forbidden relationship, age gap. He's a single dad. That is what I love. That is what I love. I'm so excited about this. I'm so glad I've got this because I plan on reading it in a reading vlog, so I'm very happy about this. The final prompt I'm going to be choosing, let's give it a little mix around to see this one here. And this one is, I'm struggling again to open it, is, what's that say? A new author, so basically an author I haven't read anything from before. Am I in more a fantasy or a romance mood? Do you know, I think a fantasy actually, to like even it out. Do you know, this one seems really interesting just by the sprayed edges, like, and it's quite short, so it's not actually that long, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. And this book is from the Lilac Library Romantasy quarterly subscription, and this was the recent one, the most recent one, and it is Dreams by the Shadows by Logan Carlyle, I think. But it is just a stunning book, and I'm very intrigued, I am, by just the cover alone. And the sprayed edges make me intrigued. But let me read what this book is about. It says, no one told me that domination could be beautiful. For the last 500 years, the kingdom of Nocatis, that's what I'm going with, has been plagued by corruption, a curse that spreads through dreams. Only an elixir taken each night before sleep can ward off the curse, but some for the allure of the dream realm proves too strong. Esma Havenfall desperately wants to escape her curse-struck village, but as her family starts to succumb to corruption, Esma's life swiftly unravels into a nightmare, especially when she begins to dream herself. In Esma's dreams, she meets her greatest fear, the Shadowbringer, who rules from his castle in the dream realm, stealing souls one dreamer at a time. As Esma follows the Shadowbringer deeper into his kingdom, she starts to feel a strange kinship to his sinister magic. But the Prince of Darkness has a haunted past, one that might change the fate of Esma's kingdom and her heart forever. That sounds so good. So good. I don't know if this is like a standalone or if it's a series. I have no clue. Let me have a look. Because if it's like a standalone, that'd be perfect. It's a duology. So that's actually really good. That is really good. I'm pleased by that. And how many pages is it? I don't think it's that many pages long. It's literally 330 pages roughly, so very good. So that is the final book I've chosen. So these are the 6 books I've chosen for my oh my god, Edie. I am my January TBR, not December, I'm getting confused. But these are the books, and I feel like there's a good mix. There's like fantasy, there's mystery thriller, and there's like romance. So it is a very good mix for the month, I feel like. So let me just go through each one again. So the first one I chose was Overall by Lana Ferguson. The second one is Alive and Well by Bailey Hannah. Then we've got The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. Then we've got These Infinite Fates by Tahara Mafi. The next one is Sin Bin by Chelsea Curto. And the final book is Dream by the Shadows by Logan Carlyle. So keep an eye out for the videos to come in January where hopefully I can get to at least most of these books in them, because I'm very excited to read them. But that's pretty much it for the video. I just want to say, if you did like this video, do give it a thumbs up, and in the description below you can find all the links to all my other social medias I'll write down below. And if you haven't already, do subscribe so you can see more videos from me, especially all the reading vlogs that will hopefully, like I said, hopefully include these books in them. And all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!